Afternoon baseball here.
Leading off with the
First delivery to him on the way. Loud contact there, but it's well foul.
First pitch, 106.
Here comes the 0-1. I think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike two. This is pulled into right, but this will not elude the right fielder's grasp as he ranges over to handle it for the first out. So the base is empty here with one away, and that'll bring up the former St. John's University standout Joe Panik. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Mancini is there, 2 down.
Batting third.
Stepping up to the plate, Lourdes Gurriel. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. Base hit, line drive into the corner. 2-out success means Randall Grichuk will bat this inning. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is... Austin Hayes the next to bat. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And here's a fastball called for strike one. And Dan Dero, the Blue Jays, as they enter play here this afternoon. They've run their win streak up to 6 in a row now, and they're really playing some inspired baseball.
Yeah, Matty, this is one of those special moments throughout the course of the season where everyone kind of looks around the clubhouse and takes stock. 6 in a row, you have a chance to rattle off a 7th. You start saying, hey, maybe something special is going to happen this summer.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
Alberto has had his trouble in these matchups, facing right-handed pitching, that is. He shows a lot more prowess against the southpaws. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So here's Trey Mancini. Yes, he'll take a look at ball one. He'll enter play here with an average just over 250. 13 home runs and 30 RBIs. But pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out. First delivery to him on the way. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul.
He wants that changeup back right there. Great arm action on that changeup. Hitter was just a smidge out in front.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. Fastball just inside.
That's a great pitch for a spot like that. It looks like a strike that it just comes in out of the zone. You can command that with movement. It's a very effective pitch to pitching hitters inside.
Bouncer up the middle. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Second inning set to go, and the big right-handed bat of Randall Grichuk saunters into the batter's box next. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Well, guys, these Orioles entering play today, they have not been playing all that well, to put it charitably, as they come into this one losers of 7 straight games. High in the air into shallow left center. Valaika stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. 1 gone. So 1 away here with the bases empty. And in to bat next, the legacy Bo Bichette. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Oh, tried to check his swing there as this is, and this is going to wind up hitting the bag at third.
You know what we call that? We call that clean living. To get a knock on a check swing does not happen often. This guy obviously had some good karma coming his way.
Settling in now, Rowdy Tellez, and he'll be looking to change his fortunes in this one. He's seen his numbers take a bit of a dive in recent action. 0-1, here's the pitch. Now here's a swing by Tellez as he gets a lot of this one out to deep right field. Mancini will be there to put it away in front of the big scoreboard. Into the box now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And you see the numbers there. He's been very dangerous at the plate, to say the least. Big swing, but he just gets a piece of it. Strike one. Comes set, and the 0-1. Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left. No chance at bringing this one back. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. It's a two-run shot to straightaway left. Home run number 9 on the year as the Blue Jays take a 2-0 advantage. In now, Reese McGuire.
Hey, that wasn't a particularly good pitch right here. This guy doesn't get away with very many mistakes. He's going to have to do a better job pitching out of the middle part of the plate.
Batting ninth, the center fielder, number 1.
At the plate now, Greg Allen. He swings and grounds it to short. Alberto has it. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. Jays strike for a... Next will be the designated hitter, Dwight Smith Jr. And you see what he's done in recent action. Obviously seeing the ball well right now. No balls and 1 strike. Taken, and that one catches the bottom part of the strike zone.
Pretty unusual that you see a 5-hole hitter take 2 strikes in a row. Typically, those are some of the most aggressive batters in the lineup.
Oi, Debo. Oh.
Liner towards second, but an atom ball right to him for the first down. Anthony Santander the next to bat. 4 hits already in the series through 7 at-bats. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. Popped up. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Heading out towards shallow right. Under this one is Grichuk, and there are 2 away now.
Batting 7, the second baseman, Pat.
That'll bring in the versatile Pat Valaika. Try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. First pitch coming. Here it is. Fly ball right down the line in left. Naquin is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. So they go down without a whimper here. We'll go now to the top of the 3rd. The Jays lead it 2-0. New inning set to get underway, and digging in is the outfielder, Tyler Naquin.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on.
And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Number 10 for him on the year. And the Jays have moved out in front 3-0.
Well, in just a little more than 2 innings of work, he's given up 2 homers. Could be just one of those games for him. We'll see how much rope they give him. It's definitely getting shorter at the moment.
Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and that's in there. Base hit.
Man, he's seeing it like a beach ball right now. Even his soft contact is finding holes.
He's making it nearly impossible for a pitcher right now. Up, down, in and out, hard, soft. Anything you throw forward.
And hold on there. He got him. Trying to swipe second base, but he's gunned down for the out. One out, nobody on. Line drive to left. And this is going to get down and head for the 333 sign. He'll get it into second.
You'd think they'd stop pitching to this guy by now. He's been torching them all weekend, and he stays hot here with another extra base hit. They'll be happy when this series is over, so they don't have to deal with this dude anymore.
Here's Randall Grichuk as he'll send a ground ball down to third. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Now batter.
Stepping in, Bo Bichette, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Oh, trying to check his swing there as this is hit to the left side. The tag, and he is out at third, and with that, the side is retired. Jays add one more on the solo home run. We play 2.5. It's now 3-0 in favor of the Jays.
Welcome back. As the Orioles look to get the offense going here in the third, this is a lineup that has had its struggles this season. Entering the day, they rank near the bottom of the league in batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging. So it's clear this is a work in progress. One player told me before the game, it's a difficult thing to go through. We're all competitive guys, and we believe in ourselves, but we're obviously not getting the results we need. Now, one coach told me that despite the numbers being what they are, he's seeing a lot of development happening, so he's optimistic about what the future holds, especially for some of their younger players. Back to you, Matt.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Here's the first pitch to him. And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out. So striding in, Rio Ruiz, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. And that one cut a little too much. A ball and a strike. Bases are empty. 1 man out. And it's fouled away. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Now another 1-2. Hit out towards second. Panic's got it. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out. Striding in, Austin Hayes. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1.
It's been more than 2 innings since this guy's allowed anyone to reach base. He looks pretty unbeatable on the bump right now.
Long run for the right fielder. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. Still down 3-0. Rowdy Tellez the next to bat. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Number 44.
Here it comes. This is on the ground over to first. Fielded cleanly, and he'll step on first himself for the out. Good time now to check out the Orioles Road to the Show report as you see a couple of guys in the upper levels that have been making waves of late. Into the box now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. fouled off. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. The 0-1 pitch. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Santander waits on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now batting,
Digging in to try it again, Reese McGuire. He reached on a single in his first try.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid one hit in your...
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. So nothing happening this time around. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. It's the Blue Jays 3 and the Orioles nothing. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and coming forward now is the shortstop, Hanser Alberto. First offering on its way. And he takes a big swing at that one as this one's lifted high in the air and deep out to left field. Gone!
Yeah, he was one batter away from making it through the entire lineup without allowing a runner. But this guy was having absolutely none of that. A big swing, and maybe his guys are back on track.
Trey Mancini will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Line drive to center field. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
Now batting, third baseman, Renato.
And here's Renato Nunez as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1.
Hey, he's rolling so far in this one as we head into middle part of this game. How about 90% of his first pitches have been for strikes? If he continues to do that, he just might finish this one.
And another foul ball. Mancini gets his lead at first, nobody out. Got him.
That's just a great pitch, both on the call from the catcher and the execution. If he hits it, there's a good chance it turns into a double play ball, but it's also a spot that's going to get a lot of whiffs too. That's excellent pitching.
Dwight Smith Jr. is at the plate as he watches ball 1. 1-1 pitch is a circle change. It hits the target 1-2. Now this is hit not all that hard out to second. Scooped up, and indeed he won't try to force it at second. He'll just flip on to first for the sure out. Stepping into the box, Anthony Santander. Flying toward right center. Grichuk is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Orioles.
What?
Draw closer on the home. Coming to the plate now, Greg Allen. He'll start things out as we begin the 5th. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Swing and a ground ball to third. Weekly hit to third. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
The left fielder, number 30.
Back to the top of the order now, and into bat next, it'll be Tyler Naquin. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a swing and a deep drive to right. Into the bleachers and gone. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His second home run of the game, as the Jays have opened it up now to 4-1.
Now batting, the second baseman.
Here's Joe Panic. As he'll try and hold off the swing, but this one's in there for strike one. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Line to the right side. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
I guarantee you at release point he wanted to pull this pitch back. Change up middle of the plate usually gets deposited in the seats.
To the plate now, Lourdes Gurriel, as he connects on the first pitch with a fly ball to center. Hayes is there, 2 gone.
The right fielder, number 15, Randall Grichuk.
Now at the plate, Randall Grichuk. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. He's set. Here it comes. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Santander waits on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Jays. Add one more on the solo. Welcome back to Baltimore as we send you down to check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Orioles offense with their manager between innings. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
For the Orioles.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
The second baseman, Pat.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Pat Valaika is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
That elevated fastball right there, that is the biggest change in the game today for me. When I first came up, a lot of guys working that Greg Maddux east to west.
A ball and 2 strikes now.
Hey, I get it. He wants to set up that breaking ball down and away, but that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Fouled away. 1-2. Is swung on and missed, strike 3.
Well, this has been a completely different performance from the offense that we saw yesterday. They were looking like the 27 Yankees 24 hours ago, but they've been held in check so far in this one. That's kind of how baseball goes, though.
The windup and the 0-1. Fifth inning here in a 4-1 ball game. And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away.
Now batting.
Wow, that's one of the toughest pitches in baseball to hit, right? That good straight changeup, El Cambio. There's not much.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. 1-2. Sean Armstrong takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 43.
Digging in, Bo Bichette. Lifetime in this matchup. He's 1 for 5. Had him fooled there as this is lifted in the air out to left center and shallow. Alberto backs up a bit and he takes charge for the first out.
Now batting.
Stepping up now, Rowdy Tellez. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Line to the right side. A diving try, but it's through into the outfield.
Look at him jump all over that first pitch, using aggression to get himself a knock through the right side.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. will dig in again, and as he does, we'll flash you back to inning number 2 as you get a look at his 2-run homer that was a big blow early on. Hayes on the run for it at the track, but it's over his head, and it hops the wall for a ground rule double.
Number 10.
Well, he definitely puts a charge into this one, and the outfielder has 0 chance to make a play on it. Next thing you know, the relievers in the pen have another ball to warm up with.
Stepping in now, Reese McGuire. Hit back toward the mound. And that's through into center field, base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
Sometimes you got to tip your cap. The pitcher spotted his pitch down in the zone right there below the knee. Offensive player was all over it.
Standing in now, Greg Allen. Catch is made here in right, and here comes the runner from third. Play at the plate, and he's out. A great throw. Blue Jays forced to settle for just the 1. In now, Austin Hayes. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game if this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-2 pitch. Line towards center field. Allen is right there, 1 down.
Up next for Warriors.
And digging into the batter's box will be Hanser Alberto. It was a solo shot for him in his last at-bat. 1 ball, no strikes the count. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
The rest of the lineup could learn a thing or two from this at-bat. This guy's been really patient. Now he's in the driver's seat, sitting with the 2-0 count.
And that's over. 3-1. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Looking to fade his first walk. Here it comes. Hit sharply but foul down the right side.
Hey, last 2 pitches back-to-back off speed, then he's laid on the fastball. He could pretty much do anything he wants right here on the mound.
Gurriel backs up and takes care of it. 2 away.
The right fielder, number 16.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Running hard. He's digging for second.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his 2nd hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be.
And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line. And the runner scores from second as they cut away into that deficit here. It's now a 5-2 game. At the plate, Dwight Smith Jr.
What a frustrating inning from a pitcher standpoint, Hero. You get the first 2 out of the inning. The next guy doubles, and then you give up a 2-out base hit to drive in a run.
Yeah, you want to talk about on the complete flip side, firing up an offense. You see your 2 boys go down, 2 quick outs. You mix in a gapper right there. Double, finds himself on second base, and he's able to come through. Next guy's able to come through with a big 2-out knock.
Into the box, Anthony Santander. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. 2-0 to the Baltimore left fielder.
It's not easy to continue pounding the strike zone when you've given up 3 consecutive hits, but he has to trust that getting the ball down in the zone will get him an out.
Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call.
There isn't a hitter alive that doesn't love hitting a fastball counts like 3-1.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here. Hector Velasquez is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. Tyler Naquin will stand in again as he looks for home run number 3 in the ball game as we flash you back here to his 2nd home run. This was back in the 5th inning as he has the long ball working in his first few at-bats. Santander's got it, and there's 1 away.
The second baseman, Joe Hannon.
First pitch on its way. Fastball swung on and grounded out towards second. He's right there, and that's the 2nd out.
The bat, number 13.
Ready for another shot now. Lourdes Gurriel, 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. Slapped hard the opposite way. Mancini makes the catch for out number 3. 1. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Pat Valaika. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. And it's 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Popped up. Tellez has a play. But it's the pitcher that makes the play. And there's 1 away now.
Now batting, catcher.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Win.
Austin Wins stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. A ball and a strike.
Look out, 1-1.
One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. And he fouls this one off. He'll try again. 1-2. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball.
Hey, 3 foul balls in a row right here, searching for that put-away stuff.
A bouncer to the left side. Oh, just a brutal hop, and it goes right by him.
You don't see that too often. You starting to get in swing mode and you start fouling off multiple pitches, you'll swing at the rosin bag if he'll throw it. Nice job by the offensive player to get himself a base hit.
And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out. As a look, now the pitch. Austin Hayes is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
This guy's throwing a gem so far. Biggest key, 80% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. He's in at second safely as a run also comes in to score, making it a 2-run ball game. At the plate now, Hanser Alberto, 0-1 the count. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. And he lays off for ball 1.
I'm seeing all the signs of fatigue right now. This is when you really have to bear down mentally as a pitcher.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. A swing and a ball to left field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Long throw to the plate. throw to second, but he's in there as they also push across a score to make it a one-run game. And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. And that is a fair ball as this one's heading for the left field corner.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up. That comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen, and I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sink and cut. That is unbelievable. He's able to get that knock in that big spot.
And it's fouled away. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 2 down. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Naquin's under it. He hauls it in, and the potential go-ahead run will. Randall Grichuk at the plate now. 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, not his game so far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of expect him to pick up 2 or 3 hits most of the time. That's not really how baseball works, though.
Here's the first pitch to him. High in the air out to center field. Hayes is underneath this one. 1 pitch, 1 away.
Now batting, designated hitter, Bo Bichette.
Digging in, Bo Bichette. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Line towards center field. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Dan, this guy's on fire. I used to say all the time it's about 150 ABs to 200 ABs. Where you start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May, and he's on fire.
D-Row, he's been locked in from day 1 of this season. It's continuing right now. Anything that is around the strike zone, he feels he can get the barrel to it, and he continues to hit line drives.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Brandon Drury will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Hitting for the Blue Jays, number 3, Brandon Drury.
On the ground, back up the box, and it'll get through into center field, a base hit. And the runner from second is in to score.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
Oh, it especially does, especially when you start to score runs late in the game off of quality pitching. When runs are at a premium, that's when make you feel really good about yourself.
Short hop, but they got him. Great pick and tag to catch him trying to steal. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Line, but speared on a hop. And the throw to first is in time, but the damage has been done.
Your attention, please.
Thomas Pannone is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Thursday, number 3.
First pitch of the at-bat. The windup and the 0-1.
Whoa, that's down.
Here's a bouncing ball and a chance for Gurriel at short. And there's one down now. Coming to the plate now, Anthony Santander. No hits for him yet in the game despite his team's offensive onslaught. Strike 1 to start the at-bat.
You're lucky if you get 1 pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2. Breaking ball that. Time that misses out of the zone. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
And he goes the other way, but he got a lot of it deep down the line. And he will make the play out there, and there are
Down
2
back,
away now.
Second baseman, Pat.
Third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch. Pat Valaika is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. 1-2 now. 5 runs, 10 hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. Fouled off. Popped him up. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. Tanner Scott enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Line drive to center field. And he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the ball game. So a leadoff base hit out of the 9th spot, and that sets the top of the order up nicely here to start the inning.
It's a great job right there to get a leadoff knock. You got the lead. You have a chance to add on in the later innings. Leadoff guy getting on sets the tone.
And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. This one's down to third. And that's through into left, and back-to-back singles have him in business to start the 9th.
Now batting.
So following the error, it's now runners at first and second. And set to go is the second baseman, Joe Pennick. Here comes the first pitch. Liner towards second, but he gets back in time, safe at second base.
Now batting.
So it's a tight spot here. First and second, 1 man out, and that brings up the exciting Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Hit high in the air down the right field line. And that's going to fall for a base hit. And they'll hold that runner at third as everybody moves up a base. And they're loaded with 1 away. And now the Toronto number 4 hitter, Randall Grichuk. His day at the plate hasn't amounted to much, 0 for 4, but this is a great opportunity to make amends.
Well, if your team really needs...
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. 1 run scores. And the run is in to score from second. It's now an 8-5 game.
Now batting.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
Richard Blyer enters the game with 1 gone in the top of inning number 9. And he can't track it down. A base hit.
Boy, not a bad way to end the month. He gets his 3rd hit of this game, and I'm not so sure, Mark, he's going to look forward to the calendar flipping to the next month.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Dan, you get 3 knocks the last day of the month, you're feeling frisky heading into the next 30 days.
So now to the plate, Rowdy Tellez, as he rips it on the ground to second. To second for 1, relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Ken Giles enters the game to finish this one off here in the bottom of the 9th.
Leading off for the Orioles.
Bouncer to the left side. And the throw to first is in time, 1 gone. Now in the box, Rio Ruiz. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Panic calls for it. 2 down. Now at the plate, Austin Hayes. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th.
Either he missed the take sign or they're just not thinking as a team. The first 2 guys out on 1 pitch, so it could have been a 3-pitch inning if he would have made it out right there.
Baltimore down to their final strike. Count still at 1-2. 2 out, nobody on. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Wow, what a week for these guys. Talk about firing on all cylinders. Winners of an amazing 7 games in a row.
Thank you for joining me. Catch you guys in the next one.